He was ensnared in a cable used by a plane towing a glider. He was dropping like a stone. So what did he do?
The first I did was switch off the engine. And immediately afterwards pull the parachute.
He wafted into an orchard and walked away without a scratch.
We are here at Aero, the grand show for light aircraft in Europe. Thanks to BRS Parachutes for making this series of videotapes possible. Today we're going to look at the Evektor, but we've seen the Evektor many times already. What we haven't seen is an electric Evektor. Today we're talking with Martin Borski of MGM Aero.
MGM Compro.
MGM Compro. And why we're talking to Martin is because his company supplies the electric components for this electric Evektor. So, Martin, welcome.
Yep.
Looks like nice work you've done with Evektor.
Thank you.
Are you located near them in
Yeah.
there at the Kunovice Airport, I know?
Yes.
So
We are located nearby in Zlin. It's about 30 kilometers, and we focus on producing industrial electronics to many industrial applications. The main advantage of our products is wide range of possibilities, but our controllers offers the unrivaled rate between the dimensions, weight, and delivered power. So it's unrivaled to our competitors. So, for example, this good controller, which is very light and
this
very
box
small.
here is controlling the electric motor.
Yeah,
Okay.
and the controller is suitable for 60 kilowatt of power for unlimited time. Yeah, it peaks much more. Yeah, same the motor.
So this is not going to get hot running doing what it's doing?
No, really.
Okay.
It does not have any special cooling. It's cooled by just by the airflow, and the
Airflow
controller
coming in.
is inside the box. So it has the efficiency of 99%.
Wow.
So it really don't need any special cooling. Also, the batteries are made with special.
So, let's look at the components here first. Okay, so we have the motor controller here. We have the actual motor located here, and it looks like, does this have some cooling fins on it? Is that what I'm seeing here?
Yeah, that's exactly exactly like you described.
And then you have a mount for all of this. That and then this is probably something done by Evektor
Yes,
here.
definitely.
So to attach to the aircraft.
Yeah.
And
All
then
these
down
nice
here
parts.
on both sides you have the battery compartments.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay.
All these nice parts are perfectly made by Evektor. They are two professionals, so they covered all of this project really with two professionals.
So you supplied the motor, but they did the cooling?
Yeah, no. The motor company supplied the motor. This is the company that we cooperate with.
I see, okay.
And Evektor did all the nice work around. We supplied the controller and the batteries. There is one special thing according to batteries. We made for this project one custom built solution, and you know these batteries need very specific management of each cell.
Okay.
We cooperate with CoCam since the beginning, so our algorithm for the care of the battery is very specific and prolong the life of the battery many times, so you can reach thousands of cycles with this battery.
Oh, really? Because of your company's software that manages the battery.
Yeah.
So how much battery life do we have here for this aircraft? How long could it fly?
A few thousand cycles.
You could recharge it a few thousand times.
Yeah.
How long can the aircraft stay aloft with the batteries we see here?
You mean the during the flight?
Duration, yes.
Yeah, it's about 1 hour.
About 1 hour with these batteries today.
Yeah, and the specific thing is that the battery, you can see it's all covered.
Yes, I'm not really aware it's batteries.
Yeah,
so.
and if you will go with the full power, the temperature increase maximum 10 Celsius degrees. That's very low. We made a special solution of battery management system, which is divided into ground and airborne section. And this solution is very light. And also there is not any problem with the waste heat during the charge and discharge. It's really very specific. Then we get the best results from all of the system. And during the discharge, the controller looks after each cell, so it's greatly monitored.
How many cells in the batteries here?
One battery pack has 45 cells.
45 cells per battery pack. So okay. Now we know
one pack is 40 ampere hours.
Your solution for software helps to control the heat of the batteries, which is can be very serious if you don't do this correctly.
Yeah, for sure. It's very safe. For example, the battery is divided to more batteries inside it, so it have the same voltage until you will connect it with this connector. So if, for example, somebody touching it, it's all safe. It's very high voltage, 350 volts.
350 volts.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's divided, so it's very safe. So battery is safe. Also, the control offers many safety
Features.
features. Because, for example, safety emergency stop, so you can disconnect the traction battery during the run. It's very specific and it's really very safe. So all the system provide great power with very low weight, and it's very safe, and it's really it's a solution of the future.
Excellent. I think so, Martin. I understand when flying, this goes down here and plugs in, and this is supplying the power to the engine. But then a similar plug goes in here, and you recharge the batteries.
Yes.
And you can recharge these batteries. You can fly for 1 hour, but then you said you can recharge the batteries in just 1 hour. Is what Evektor asked you for.
Yes.
So this is pretty quick. That probably costs a little more. How much does it cost approximately to charge the batteries for 1 hour?
Yeah, the price with the prices for energy in Europe, it's approximately about €4 to charge the battery.
Okay, so that's about roughly a little over $5 US.
Yes. Different if you will, for example, want to charge it in 15 minutes, it's possible, and we have these solutions ready. But the charger then will cost more.
The device costs
yes,
more.
The device cost. But the charging, the amount needed to charge the battery full is still about €4.
Okay, so even so, that compares, let's say, with the amount of gasoline that a Rotax engine would use. An 80 horsepower Rotax, about the same power as this 80 horsepower motor, would burn, let's say, 4 gallons in that time. Avgas in Europe is about $15 per gallon, so that would be $60 or about 50 euros in fuel. And in the US these numbers are all less, but the point is it's still much cheaper to fly with electrical power than with gasoline. Now the batteries cost a lot more, but they have so many recycles that over time you can pay for these things. So that's one way to make this economical. You said that when Evektor came here, they just wanted to show this. They're leading down toward the future when batteries may be even more efficient, and this may be a workable solution for people. But you said here at the show, they had some people that asked them about buying this airplane.
Yeah, really, the Evektor did not want it to, they just wanted to show what's the way of the future. And they was also surprised when more than 10 people come and say,
they wanted to buy the airplane.
Yeah, please sell it to me. So it's really, the expectation is really much, is moreover the expectation.
People are really looking forward to this technology.
They are really interested, and there are many fans of the future technologies, and this is definitely the technology of the future.
So they were smart to put this right out here on the front of this of their space. And I see they have this is the Harmony aircraft. We can find lots more information about Evektor. Where do we find some more about your company on the web? What's your web address?
Our website is very easy, and the company name is MGM Compro, so you have to write MGM-Compro, COMPRO.com. It means MGM Computer Products.
I see.
With the minus.
So MGMcompro.com. And I have lots of information about the Evektor aircraft. You can find that on my website. You can find links to their website there. That's all available on bydanjohnson.com or bydanjohnson.com. Thanks a lot for joining us here at Aero.
More and more pilots of little planes are asking themselves, what color is their parachute? It was a beautiful day for flying. Ernst Kuhn of Neuss, Germany, was piloting his small two-seater 1,000 feet above some idyllic French countryside near the town of Gap. In an instant, it became a pilot's worst nightmare. Out of the corner of his eye, he saw an airplane climbing right toward him.
So what I did, pull a little bit. Then when you see the video, something happened. I believe it was a rope in my propeller.
It sure was. He was ensnared in a cable used by a plane towing a glider. He was dropping like a stone. So what did he do?
The first I did was switch off the engine. And immediately afterwards, pull the parachute.
A parachute not just for him, but for his whole plane. He wafted into an orchard and walked away without a scratch.
I can't understand how it was so, but it was so. It was a moment with, I think, very much adrenaline.
Ernst was saved by a rocket-propelled parachute system for airplanes made by Ballistic Recovery Systems of St. Paul, Minnesota. The company claims the chutes have saved 199 lives. Cirrus Designs is the first company to build general aviation airplanes with BRS parachutes as standard equipment. And Ernst rebuilt his little bird himself, and of course installed a new chute before he took flight again.
Do you think that you are alive today because of that parachute?
Yes, 100%. 100%.
Parachutes cost between $3,000 and $20,000, depending on which plane you're putting it into. Of course, when you ask Ernst about
Worth every penny.
you know, it's like the credit card commercial, priceless, right?